welcome to the Somehow English Talk channel, a wonderful place for improving your knowledge through English. I'm Ben. Today we will discover the top 3 outstanding figures in Vietnamese prose. Modern Vietnamese literature developed from before 1945 to after 1975. During that time, the historical contexts were complicated, and there were consecutive national liberation revolution against the invading forces of France and America. Literature originated from real life and from history. That is why many writers have written a lot of timeless, remarkable pieces of literary work to educate of idea, of thoughts, of structure, and raw picture of reality relating the truth of people's lives. In that context, how did writers build the iconic character in their roles? Let's find out with its made. Number 1. Chí Phèo. The iconic character Chí Phèo was built in the work with the same name, a creative contrasting work by Nam Cao in 1941. Because Nam Cao specialized in writing honest short stories about the better poor farmers and poor intelligentsia languishing in the old society, he has created Chí Phèo, who brings a groundbreaking as well as a fresh look to the world of literature. Chí Phèo is an abandoned, illegitimate child. He has no father, no mother, and no relatives. When he grows up, Chí becomes a gentle, industrious, and self-respecting person. However, his poverty pushes him into the prison of colonial feudalism. After being released from prison, he becomes a hoodlum, not only destroying his appearance, but also becoming the main henchman of Baking, and therefore of Phu Đại village. From an honest farmer, Chí becomes an aggressive hoodlum, ready to stab and slap his way to its wrap. At the end of the work, Chí Phèo awakes and desires to live quietly, but society rejects that wish. Just that rules the last time he can truly live as a real person. Chí Phèo symbolizes the image of an impoverished farmer who was corrupted both in personality and appearance by the brutal regime of the old society. Through the iconic character Chí Phèo, Nam Cao wants to affirm the value and good-naturedness of humans even in a completely better situation. In 1945, the time when the country fell into the situation, hanging by a thread with a terrible famine, Kim Đông built the image of the character Trang through the work Vợ Nhặt. Trang is a poor immigrant. His father died early, and his mother is elderly. He is illiterate, silly, and awkward. However, he is very simple, candid, and kind-hearted. While transporting rice to the province, Trang meets Thị, a character who is corrupted both in personality and appearance. Trang is an open person, so he invites Thị to eat plain rice bland. Thị is four-post of cake continually. Even in a terrible famine, people are still full of love and compassion. Trang also is a responsible person when Thị becomes his wife. Everything seems to become extremely new when Trang feels simple happiness from his small family. Trang desires a robust and happy life. At that time, the revolutionary part is often in his subconscious. Trang represents poor farmers who desire a warm family and a good life. Number 3. Người đàn bà hàng dài. Following the beauty work of literature after the country entered the renovation phase in 1975 was the success of the work Chiếc thuyền ngoài xa. The main character is Người đàn bà hàng dài in 1987. By talent, Nguyễn Minh Châu built the image of the character with a wide range of emotion. explore a rebel up. The main character is an ugly-looking woman. She is over 40 years old. The torso is torn and rough. Her life is difficult living at sea. Her character is guilty and inferior. This is the portrait of the woman who is inundated, miserable, and suffering from domestic violence. Người đàn bà hàng dài is gentle and timid, but understanding and undergoing went down for justice in the court for her. The woman is full of love and sacrifice that reflects the beauty of Vietnamese women and sacred maternal love. Through the image of Người đàn bà hàng dài, Chiếc thuyền ngôi sao leaves readers with a new perspective on the artistic angle of beauty. True beauty consists not in appearance, but deep within character. Vietnamese literature develops diversely and richly high artistic quality. After all, the values of the words that the writer reads are new and reflect the author's unique style. Chí Phèo, Trang, and Người đàn bà hàng dài are all poor and destitute people in society. They represent the wish of the poor working farmer, the desire for a glamorous and happy life. We hope that through the introduction of the image of three characters, you can understand more the value of Vietnamese literature. Thank you very much for watching. Have a productive and enjoyable week of learning and working.